Alright guys, I am at one of the probably 53 ponds I've found on Google Earth within the past year. But anyways, to me fishing is always a learning experience, and there's always something to be learned. You can never master the sport of fishing because things are always changing, variables are always changing. Anybody who says that they know how to fish or they're a master at fishing, they don't know, because things are always changing and you have to adapt to constantly changing conditions. Very interesting deal today. In South Texas, it has not got over, it hasn't been under 65 degrees for 7 or 8 months. Today when I woke up it was 80 degrees, and this afternoon, today, right now, it is now 54 degrees. So we just had the first drop, the first major cold front we've had in ages. And there's actually, I don't know if you can see it, but there's fog kind of coming off the water, meaning that the water temperature is clearly much higher than the air temperature. So today, I just want to fish this pond this evening, and I want to see what's going on. I want to see what these fish do with this barometric pressure dropping, with this front moving in. My prediction is that they might move up shallow and they might be easier to catch. I fished this pond a lot the past month and I've done pretty crappy. I've caught some fish later at night when the sun's gone down, and a few fish moved up shallow, but my prediction is that a lot of fish will move up shallow. Bass and crappie are going to be maybe stacked, maybe not stacked, but hopefully some around the structure and the shallow structure in this pond. Thanks for watching. Let's go figure this out. We'll have a recap at the end to see what we learned. Hopefully something. There we go, right off the bat. Yes. What is that thing? Is that a bass? Oh, it's a nice bass. Wow. Wow. Okay, a 4-pound line. Wish me luck here. Oh, this is tedious. Stay on there. Oh, dadgummit. Oh, okay, come on now. Oh, we got it. Alright, that was our second cast, guys. That fish was shallow. This fish feels really warm compared to the air temperature. So that fish was right there, like literally in about 6 inches of water. So that's a good start. Fish are shallow. Don't let me fall in here. Yes. Got him. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. Second cast. No, what is happening? No, stay on there. Stay. Oh, I felt that line rub against something. Fish is, oh, the fish is, oh, this is terrible. Oh, there's so much structure down there. I can feel my line rubbing against something. My gosh, dang it, get up here. Oh, we had her. Fish. Another nice bass. Went into the same crap the other one did. Come on. That is another nice fish. Come up here. Yes. A lot bigger fish than the last one. Getting up there. What? I can't believe that. Wow. That was awesome. That's a stocky fish. guys, kind of teetering on this ledge here, but pretty good fish for our third cast. Don't do that. Wake up. Gone. Alright, so far it seems like the fish are certainly stacked around shallow cover. This cold front kind of moved them up shallow, got them in a feeding mode. You know, when you're fishing, you know, Nebraska or Minnesota or up north, you know, largemouth don't respond that well to a cold front because it can shut them off. But when the water temperature is really high, like it is in the south, you get the cold front, sometimes it's just what those fish need to turn on. I'm going to go to our next piece of structure and continue our trend here. What? Oh, snagged something. Snagged a super strange fish here. Man, it's fighting pretty hard. Come on, get up here. Look at this thing. This is a crazy fish. Oh, come on. This is called a pleco or a plectosamus, I think is how you say it. But they're pretty cool fish. They're just bottom feeders and I snagged it. Ouch, chill. They're really, really hard, bony critters. Their skin's like sandpaper. That dude was hooked pretty good. Ouch. Yeah, crazy fish. Yes. Got another something. These bass are definitely stacked up around shallow cover. That one was super aggressive. He beat the tar out of it. You know, far down he got it. Alright, let's get that fish that's in here. Dang it. Alright, it's getting pretty cold and pretty windy. But these two culverts in front of me are the deepest culverts out here. And since they're a little bit deeper, I put on a 1/16 ounce jig head instead of a 1/32. And since it's also getting windy and I want to kind of vertical jig this jig head, I need a heavier jig head to keep it in the spot. But this one and that one, there should be something on them. Judging by the fact they were over there as well, you know, there really should be something on them. Try and skip our jig to right under this thing. Oops. There it is. You damn it. Come on. There we go. Got it, yes. think that's a crappie too. I think that's a big crappie. Oh, it is a nice crappie. Heck yes. Heck yes. Yes. Beautiful crappie. That was great. Got it right where I needed to, right up there, and that crappie smacked it on the fall. Hit that same spot again. Yes. Alright guys, we're right back at where we started, and I'm seeing some activity there. I mean, we've caught fish at everywhere we've stopped, but this is where we caught those first 2 bass, and looking down there right now I can see some activity, so this might be the best spot. It's a little more protected than everywhere else, so we're gonna skip our jig in there, see what we can pull out. Got it. Crappie? Be a big crappie. No, it's another bass. Jeez. It's another bass, but I think the crappie will move in as it gets a little bit darker. There we go. Is that a crappie? That's a crappie. That's a massive crappie. Oh boy. Stay on there, gorgeous. Yes. Nice. Wow. Nice crappie. That is a solid fish. As it gets darker, these crappie are gonna move in here a little bit, I think. We got 10-15 minutes of daylight left. That is a gorgeous fish. Look at that. Gone. Super healthy fish too. Nice. Alright guys, that was a very interesting and also educational day. I think that colder weather did move those fish up shallow. I didn't catch a ton of fish, but I definitely caught enough fish that it makes me think that there is a reason they were there, and that is because of that cold front moving in and those fish moving shallow. Like I said, a northern cold front sometimes will just push fish off and make them move deeper, but in the south, sometimes a cold front is just what those fish need. It kind of gives them some relief, and it lets them move shallow, it lets them be a little more active. The bass I caught were all really close up, and the crappie I caught were further out. So I think that in order for those crappie to move up really shallow, I think we need a couple more days of cold. The water temperature needs to drop maybe 5 or 10 degrees, and those crappie will start moving in real shallow like those bass were. But those bass were really tight to cover, and they were hungry, they were aggressive. Those bass were far more aggressive than those crappie were. But it's crazy to think that it was 95 degrees yesterday, and right now it's 54 degrees. That was a huge change, and it's just interesting how those fish adapt to it. In some cases, changes like that aren't really good, and it'll make those fish move off deeper. But today, going from really hot to a nice cold front and windy conditions, dropping barometric pressure, it changed the fishing for the better, and we were able to capitalize on it. Didn't catch any giants, but definitely had a good time, and made those fish more aggressive. So I'm gonna fish again in a couple more days, and we got this cold front. It's sticking around. It's actually staying for a while this time, a full week of it not getting above like 85 degrees, and mainly in the mid to high 70s, and that will definitely start to change fishing around here. Bass will start chasing lures, crappie will move up more shallow, fish will start getting fatter, they'll start beefing up for the winter, and we should start catching some really big fish. So stay tuned. I appreciate y'all watching. I definitely learned something today, and I hope y'all did too. Thank you.